So now at Call of the Wild, I am talking to the youngest band ever to play Call of the Wild, Retsecrows. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
Good. Enjoy your set?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yes. Cool. Right, so I know nothing about you. First of all then, how did you all meet?
About 3 years ago, I think. Local studio in Kidderminster, Low Street. Like sort of academy there, and we met there. Started jamming, and then
kind of formed into a band eventually.
Yeah. So you didn't knew each other before that time?
No.
I knew George from
Yeah,
school.
we did.
Oh right, yeah.
But we weren't like best mates or anything. We like knew each other for years. But then as we started to jam a bit more, we started to get better mates.
Yeah. Cool. So you're all under 17. Oldest one of you. Which one's the oldest?
16.
16. And Luca, you're the youngest, 13. Yeah? 13. What do all your friends think about being in a band at your age?
I think it's cool. I think definitely. Find it impressive, yeah. Really good.
Yeah.
Cool. So you all play. We've got bass, guitar and vocals, drums and guitar. When did you first pick up your instruments?
Young age, 8, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So playing for a while.
Yeah.
Forever, really.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Feels like forever, does it?
Part of our lives,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been like,
Yeah.
I think since I was like 6. I played drums as well a bit, but then I moved to guitar mostly, like playing acoustic and then electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And where did you learn to play? Have you self-taught or have you had lessons?
I've
Yeah.
never really had a music lesson.
Yeah. And you're bass, yeah? Yeah. Do you prefer bass? Do you play any other instrument?
I actually started on the guitar when I was 7, but I don't know, it's a really tricky question. I enjoy playing bass in the band, but separately probably in the guitar.
Yeah.
I think we all lessons. I think.
Yeah, I think it started off like just having like a noodle on the guitar and like maybe watch some YouTube videos, but then it turned into like having a couple lessons and then like weekly lessons and stuff, and then like band rehearsals weekly and just keep on top of it.
Quite heavy now.
Lovely. So you just played Call of the Wild here. I was there watching your set, and you made an old man very happy because you opened with one of my most favourite songs, Metallica's Enter Sandman. Metallica influence because you played 2 of their tracks, or
Yeah, I think they're good to play with. I think those.
Yeah, they're fun songs to play. Like everyone knows them, and they're really good.
yeah, you certainly got the crowd jumping with that one. Great opener. What other influences? Who else do you like?
I'm a massive Sleep Token fan. Our music's nothing to do with Sleep Token, but
You are
I
joking
love
me,
them.
Sleep. You're going to download?
Yeah, I'm just on Saturday to see them.
All right, yeah. I'll see you there.
Yeah,
because I'm going for the weekend, so definitely we'll have to meet up there and say hi.
I love Sleep Token, like Tool as well.
Yeah.
As well. What about you guys?
Yeah, just something like heavy stuff. I think more rock. Focus.
Linkin Park as well.
Yeah, Linkin Park.
A lot of us like
I think more modern. I feel more modern stuff.
Royal Blood a bit as well.
Yeah.
But
Of course, because you did Little Monsters, didn't you? Love that. That was
we love
great.
like some of the new stuff as well.
Yeah. I thought your set really nicely weaved in your covers and your own stuff. I really thought your set was nice. Who comes up with the set list?
Kind of all of us.
Yeah, collaboration.
We talk about it in rehearsal and stuff.
Yeah.
Go through it and try and like spread out the covers and originals and make sure, because like we have to like, tune our guitars to different tunings for some of the songs, so like make each other together and like Enter Sandman we normally open with and we normally close with Smells Like Teen Spirit, so just carrying on like doing that and maybe changing it once in a while.
And then eventually it'll be all your own songs, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got 2 out already on Spotify. What are they called? Remind me.
Grief for Me and
Bloodsea.
Let's see. And how many streams have they had on
I
Spotify?
think Bloodsea's 8,000 and then Grief for Me is just about to hit 5,000. So I think we're 500 away from 5,000.
Wow.
So
I bet by the time you go back and check, that's going to be over the 5,000.
hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah.
And if anybody hasn't streamed that, I'll put a link in the description so anybody who's watching this can go check you out. Talking about your set and your stage, really liked a bit of a rainforest theme with the stage dressing. What's the thought behind that?
I don't know. Ask him.
It was his idea. I'm not sure.
There's a band called These Wicked Rivers.
Yeah.
Like they're quite well known, and they have on their stage like really old sofas, and they have like lamps with like coat hangers and stuff. And I've been to see them a few times, and we love them so much. They're really good. We thought we need to have something like that, so it's our stage. Like it's not just the same stage that the band before us. So we thought, what could we do? So I think we started off with a couple of small ones, and then let's just say
Kind of got out of hand, really.
it got a bit out of hand, yeah. So now we've got everything. Today we bought a suitcase full of amps. So back of the car, suitcase. We've got the massive plans, and we've got the little ones for the amps. But it's like our stage, it being green as well. It's really nice.
Yeah. It's funny you should say, because the set dressing was unique, and it did throw me to These Wicked Rivers, because I've seen them, and like
Yeah, they're really
so it was very
unique.
Not obviously, exactly what I was going to say. So you're all under 17, as I said. How do you balance your music, coming and gigging at Call of the Wild, and school? Because Ollie, you must be doing
Yeah, I've got exams halfway through.
exams.
Yeah, I think just spare time we have. I think like 'cause it's a big part of our lives, like the biggest part. So like we could definitely make time for it. I think definitely.
Sometimes if you have band rehearsal or something, it's hard to like keep up with schoolwork, but we always manage to do it. But like we don't hate school. It's like, especially in music lessons.
Speak for yourself.
I like it. So we talked about 2 songs you've got out already, and you mentioned on stage another 2 coming out. When do they come out? Remind me.
So we're recording next 2 weeks. Come out maybe like September. I'm not sure.
I think so, late 2025.
Around there.
We're recording with Jay Shredder, who we've recorded with
Oh, right, yeah.
in the past for Bloodsea. So we're going back to him because we love the sound. So we're recording the next 2, Follow and Maniac.
Yeah. Cool. And what's your process for recording and writing songs? Who does the writing? How does that work?
I think
Split a lot of the writing to be fair. It's like, they will help with the lyrics.
I think me and you look more at the lyrics and feel like that's
Yeah.
something you do. But then you're singing them. But then I'm not sure. I think so.
Well, yeah, we kind of all do our own instruments.
Yeah, definitely.
When we're together, so like if there's a new feel that we want for George or a beat, then maybe one of us will say, how about you do this? And then we'll try it out, and we just carry on doing that with the lyrics. Me not only lead on it, but everyone else like comes and helps in words, and like sometimes someone will say a word and that will just influence the whole song. Like similar with Bloodsea kind of. I think we thought of the name Bloodsea first, and we're like, that's cool, let's use that, and then follow the song around that.
This is a joint thing, really. Yeah.
The recording and stuff, we layer the drums and bass first, and then we do the guitars, and then we finish with the vocals. So normally we take about a day on the drums and the bass, we focus on like completely, and then move on to the rest.
That's very interesting. Always interested on how bands work. So that's a good insight. What else was I going to say? So you got these 2 new songs coming out fairly soon. Are you going to be gigging them? You got a tour lined up or anything? Any more shows?
I think we've got a few, yeah.
I think we've got like 10 dates in this year. Like some of the big ones, we've got like the Midlands Air Ambulance Bike for Life gig. That's one of our biggest ones.
Going to Swindon as well, I think.
Oh yeah, supporting the Foo Fighters. They're a Foo Fighters tribute band, so we're supporting them again. We're supporting them at the Mars Bar, but that's in Swindon. That's their hometown.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's gonna be
Yeah, so we've got a few to look forward to, I think.
Oh, and Saltfest.
Right.
It's like a festival in Droitwich, and we've played it 2 times now, a bit lower down the bill, but this year we're headlining on the Sunday.
Fantastic.
So that's gonna be really
Fantastic. Again, I'll put a link to that in the description so anybody can go and check them out, get tickets if they haven't got already. So, thinking about touring and that, who would you like to tour with?
We haven't asked that earlier. Sure, I think we were thinking Lincoln Park's quite a good one. That was one.
Or maybe like Motorhead with Lemon.
Very good. Anything with energy, I think. That's the best.
Yeah.
Tour with.
Especially like the vocals, the chest, like how much of an influence I gave to like some of the bands today. Just be the same to tour.
And whilst you've been out touring and gigging the scene, have you met anybody famous?
I think Robert Plant, he's around.
Robert Plant's always around.
Oh, right, yeah.
He's where we live, so like we've seen him a few times.
Yeah.
Like, he's around.
Blaze Bailey, he used to be the Iron Maiden singer. And
Yeah.
like, he's in Wolf Space and he does his solo stuff, so we met him. Aaron from these Rivers, like, we're really mates.
Oh right, yeah.
And like mates with the whole everyone from these Rivers. And Lawrence Jones as well. He's a big influence as well, he's really good.
Cool. So, do you see this music career as being your career? Is that your plans?
I think it could be.
Yeah. Like we all want to be musicians, so it'd be amazing for it to happen.
And what's your greatest achievement so far?
I mean, this is one of them.
This is one of the
This is a
main ones,
big
yeah.
festival. Like we haven't done many festivals before, but now
Yeah.
we're getting to that.
Like the big, like there's like Stone Dead Steelhouse, this, like, so it's just insane to be able to like play a festival like this that like we probably come to anyway, but to be playing it, it's insane.
So big tick playing the Call of the Wild festival here then this weekend.
Yeah, it's
Big for us, yeah.
And going back to your set, I don't know. Did you feel nervous when you were first there? I'm going to say when you settled in about halfway through the set, I could see smiles on all your faces, and you seemed to be loving it. How did you feel it went?
Yeah, I'd say we got better towards the end.
I think because obviously I think all gigs you
Yeah.
have to go into
Get
that.
into it.
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
used to the crowd as well and like how they like the crowd were really good as well.
Yeah, they were.
So, like the energy of the crowd like kept us going, and like we just love the crowd and the adrenaline as well. Like, it warms
Yeah.
up through the gig.
Well, like I said, for me, you kicked off the set brilliantly with Enter Sandman and finished it off. Loved it all the way through, and it's been nice chatting to you folks. Wish you all the best in the future, and I'm sure we'll see you back here at Call of the Wild in the next year or so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cool. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Thank you.